Let me take you through 10 simple tips which you could follow to have healthy and intelligent children. Breastfeed your baby, breastfeeding exclusively till 6 months, weaning to be introduced at 6 months to prevent malnutrition. Please avoid the bottle at all times. The second tip, please vaccinate your children. This prevents life-threatening diseases for your children. Go to your pediatrician who would guide you on what vaccinations and when. Parenting. Changing times, changing exposures needs parents to be more smart than their kids. So certain parenting tips. First is stimulate your child mentally. Spend quality time. Working parents, please take out time to spend quality time with your children. Screen time. Today, there's not a single child who's not exposed to mobile phones, iPads, television, etc. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends 0 screen time for children below age 2. And after the age of 2, they recommend half an hour to 1 hour per day. It is important that both the parents think on the same platform. Please keep fixed norms that you would want to follow with your child and implement it. So do not give in. The message that the child should receive, that on crying and throwing a tantrum, I will not get what I want. And if that is the message you can give, you are a successful parent. Maintaining good hygiene at home. So daily bath, skin care, avoiding too many chemicals on the skin, and preventing the child from getting mosquito bites, especially in the monsoon months, which can cause dengue or malaria, is extremely important. It is also extremely important to start brushing the teeth when the first tooth erupts. It is not uncommon for us to see dental cavities of the worst kind, which we see today. Avoid night feeds, which is the biggest cause for dental cavities. So by the time the baby is 6 months, please stop doing night feeding. The next tip, avoidance of exposure to passive tobacco smoke. Tobacco smoke can cause more harm than you can ever imagine. Even smoking out in your balcony carries the tobacco in your breath for 8 hours to harm the child's lungs, increase the risk of allergies and asthma. Safety, most important, and this is my next tip. So, do not let children play with small toys with small parts. They can choke on it. Exposure to chemicals should be avoided. Hot drinks kept on a table where a tablecloth is placed, child can just pull the tablecloth and the tea can fall on them, burns. Car seats and making them sit behind. Speed, world of speed, accidents, so let your children sit behind and have seat belts on, so it helps them or protects them against accidents. The next tip that I would like to give you is early detection of abnormalities in your child. And that if your child does not have social smile, that is, smiles with recognition to a familiar friendly face by the age of 2 to 3 months, this is a cause for concern. Or does not utter a single meaningful word at the age of 18 months, these are cause for concern and you need to see your pediatrician. Please develop healthy sleep habits in your children. So typically at 6 months, a child should be able to sleep through the night. Do not pick up the child and cuddle the child or walk the child to let them fall asleep. Let them learn to fall asleep on their own. By the age of 6 months to 1 year, child should be able to sleep on his own through the night. If you follow these simple tips, it will go a long way in your child's mental and physical development.